Hello there guys and girls, this is ThePrussianPrince with another Attila tournament match. It's going to be Cup of Nations second group stage, group 6. Match between me, again I'm part of Agony and I'm playing as the Allans against Inquisitor, who's part of Agartha, and he's the Vandals on planes. So let's see how things are gonna go here. We'll see very soon. Time to put it into slow motion. In the center I have a Germanic Noble with Brace, supported by 4 Germanic Archers and 3 Germanic Pikes, same as usual. Then on the right flank I have 3 Sarmatian Warband with 3 Germanic Horsemen, gold 1. On the left I have 3 Germanic Horsemen with 3 Sarmatian Warband as well, but the Germanic Horsemen, well, as you can see, 2 silver 2 and 1 gold 1. Those are the upgrades on them. Now for Inquisitor, he has on his left 3 Germanic Horsemen Vanilla, on his right 3 Germanic Horsemen Vanilla. In terms of his general unit, it is in a Germanic Noble Bronze 1 with an ability, it is Warcry. Then he has, let's see, 6 Germanic Archers with a Germanic Crossbowmen. So very skirmish focused here by Inquisitor, and playing as the Vandals. Let's see his melee contingent. It's fairly interesting. So a noble Germanic swordsman on each flank, two noble Germanic swords on in the center, each one supported by a noble Suevi swordsman, it seems. So 6 swords, decent amount of them. But actually, I have 6 swords, and I have a cav advantage, for sure. He doesn't have pikes, I do. And the thing is, though, he has a skirmishing advantage, because not only does he have 6 Germanic Archers compared to my 4, he has a crossbowman unit as well, and as you're going to see soon enough, this battle is going to be pretty weird, because we're going to continue rotating around, because I don't want to give him a good engagement, and I guess he doesn't want to give me a good engagement either, so you'll see what I mean by that. But the engagement is actually starting over here as I decided to go in first. Now I'm gonna do the usual thing that I generally do. I cut off his Germanic Horseman and then go back in. Same thing over here, basically. Well, actually no, this is just frontal engagement, but I should be winning these engagements significantly because of the way I microed them. Anyway, I'm going to start supporting, and I notice that his cavalry is a bit far behind, so I'm just going to go in to charge his swords. Yes, I'm getting shot by units, but I'm going to go in with the charges. Look at these noble Germanic swordsmen losing men. I get into his archers as well, so at this point I'm feeling fairly confident. So after charging this unit, I get a charge onto this unit. This one I'm like, okay, I've basically won this. I've broken through here. So a lot of damage has been dealt to his forces. I'm gonna go into the rear again by pulling out of that unit and then coming in here. And then I'm gonna go for another charge. So at this point, and yeah, I'm stopping all these units with a simple Germanic swordsman over here. Also focusing with my archers soon enough. And I'm getting rid of all these Germanic archers. So at this point I'm like, okay, this has gone very well. I'm gonna be able to deal with this noble Germanic swordsman as well. This engagement should go well for me, but I need to be pushing up my pikes more. But I was like, at this point, yeah, things should go really well, because I got uninterrupted charges off with my cavalry, right? I killed a lot of men, but actually, if you think about it, it didn't go so well, because he still has Germanic horsemen on the field. And yes, I'm targeting them down with my Germanic archers, and they're gonna fall rapidly, but I mean, I wonder if that was actually a good engagement for me, and I thought it would have been, because he was not braced and I did so much damage to his swords, so that's why I thought it was gonna go well. Here I'm gonna get a charge off, and he's actually got the rear exposed, so I thought this was gonna go well for me as well. But I mean, he has a lot of Germanic horsemen on the field right now, which is a huge problem for me. His noble Germanic swordsmen here doing some weird stuff, as are my pikes. When I move my pikes over here, the thing is they can't actually fight. And I'm starting to lose my left flank too, so this game has turned around drastically. And I thought it was going to go extremely well for me, considering the charges I got off in the center onto his swords and killing a lot of his archers and stuff. I thought that was gonna go very well, but it actually didn't. So I wonder what went wrong with that trade, because I killed so much stuff there. I'm not quite sure what actually happened, but right now, as you can see, I'm in a pretty terrible position, because yes, I still have more men, but he has more horses than I do. And I'm gonna support here with a Germanic noble. Yes, that's good, because I can deal with this Germanic horseman. And yeah, I'm gonna break through this noble Suebi swordsman with the Germanic pike. I mean, it's gonna be able to do fairly well frontally against it. And his noble Suebi swordsman trying to flank my Germanic pikes, but at this point it's basically over considering how things went. Here he's going with noble Germanic swordsman into Sarmatian warband supported by Germanic pikes, so that's a very good engagement for me. I've actually routed off these units here, which I'm fairly confident about. I'm doing a lot of damage to his Germanic horsemen, and here he does a huge miss micro with his noble Suebi swordsman, but my guys aren't. For some reason I give attack orders, but they don't get the proper charges off. I'm not sure why. As you can see, I'm not actually killing his noble Suebi swordsman, even though they're facing the rear. I'm not quite sure why I didn't get the charge off. Clearly see I have a charge order, and I think I noticed during the battle as well. But at this point I think, okay, this noble Suebi swordsman is going to get wrecked, right? Because it's going to get engaged by units from, not only from the front, it doesn't get a charge off, as it's walking. And I've got units surrounding it from all angles, right? So it should die. And here I'm also getting the better engagement off. I'm making sure no other units can come in by using this Germanic pike unit. And here you can see the noble Suebi swordsmen apparently are losing, but they're not dying quickly enough as one would expect. I still have another Sarmatian warband, which makes me really happy that I do. And yeah, look, the noble Suebi swordsman still alive here, which is huge. I'm gonna have to go in with this Sarmatian warband. And I think he's actually focusing my general. His general is still alive though, which is a huge problem for me. But I got rid of all his cavalry, so at this point I thought I turned it around and I thought I was gonna win this. I'm also gonna change the orders around and go for his Germanic nobles instead. My Sarmatians should easily be able to win that. I'm gonna push up my archers, because what I want to do here is I want to target the noble Suebi swordsman, which, as you can see, despite getting surrounded like that, have still won the engagement. And now my general is off the field. And yeah, I am targeting though a lot onto this noble Suebi swordsman. And if I can kill it off, I've basically got this victory. But my general is dead, and the fact that he's dead means that my archers are starting to waver, which is huge. And now all these archers have routed, which drastically changed how the situation. Still though, I'm getting some shots off into his noble Suebi swordsman, which is good for me. And his general is gonna die very, very quickly, but unfortunately not really. Now I'm just gonna pull back the Germanic archers. This engagement is not going well for me, despite the fact that it says it does, because my unit routed here. And yes, I've still got pikes on the field, and I've got my pikes here engaging this Germanic archer. My Sarmatian warband still killing his general. I'm pulling back the Germanic archer because it's still getting focused, and I can't do damage to this unit like this. But now it actually routed, and I killed his general, so I'm like, okay, now this should have turned around. And I did rout that unit, which is great, but his noble Suebi swordsman still refusing to rout here. And I still have more men. Actually, no, I have less men than he does. At this point, yeah, this spike unit has done so well against his archers. But this noble Germanic swordsman has destroyed that unit as well. My Sarmatian is getting fired at from behind, so they should rout. And this noble Suebi swordsman with 30 men left is going to survive. Same with this one over here. And now I'm going to try and go in, engage his noble Germanics. But at this point, it's basically over, because he still has some ammo left. My Germanic pikes are off the field, and that is game. Again, very, very close game against Inquisitor. As you can see here, I thought it was going to be very one-sided after the engagement in the middle, but I guess I was wrong. Not quite sure what went wrong again here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.